What is up, people, and welcome back to the 2 Laps Down Championship Challenge here today at the Italian Grand Prix. I put it up to you guys where we would race next, and you guys have selected the Italian Grand Prix for today. Don't forget to leave a comment down below on this episode. Where would you like us to race for round 8? Let me know down in the comment section down below. But if you are new to this series, this is the 2 Laps Down Championship Challenge, the series where we go 2 laps down at the start of every single race across a 50% race distance. Try and work our way back through the field and try and get as many points as we possibly can across a whole season as well. We are driving as Rio Haryanto in the Manor on very easy difficulty. So it is tough, but at the same time, overtaking is not too hard. It's just a case of trying to get back through the field, trying to get back over those 2 laps and try and challenge for race wins. We were very, very close last time at the Chinese Grand Prix from getting a race win. Unfortunately, we just missed out by about 3 seconds, I think it was at the end of the day at the Chinese Grand Prix, to Nico Rosberg, which was a little bit unfortunate, but you know, at the end of the day, we are still happy with that result. So let's get into today's episode here at the Italian Grand Prix. I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. I'm absolutely loving it. We're 7 episodes in to the 2 Laps Down Championship Challenge. I did actually forget to put the championship standings in the last episode, so I will put that somewhere on screen right now. Hopefully, if I do actually remember to do that, but hopefully as well, I do remember to put the standings in after this episode as well. But let's look at the race strategy for today. So that is a really weird strategy, going from mediums, super softs, softs, then to 2 sets of super softs. I think we can do a bit better than that, in all fairness. So I'm going to edit this strategy. I'm going to start on the super soft tyres because you guys do not want me using what is it, tyre wear glitch. That's the one. You don't want me using that. So we're going to use the super softs at the start, go on to the mediums, and then go for a set of soft tyres till the end. I think a 2-stop strategy should be okay. We're going to try and see if we can do a 1-stop strategy. We'll just have to wait and see how that one goes. But yeah, I think that is a good strategy to go for. Let's move the mediums to about there, and then move the softs. No, I think that's probably about okay. Yeah, I think that's probably about fine. Right, let's get into today's challenge, and I will see you guys when we go 2 laps down. Fuck's sake, there's been a crash down through turn 1. That's no real surprise, really. Okay, somebody stopped on the track as well as me. Somebody else is... Oh, this is going to make this challenge even more difficult because they're going to be very, very slow. It's going to take those guys longer to get around the track until I start going. I cannot start going until the last person on track has overtaken me. So hopefully they get all bunched up together once more. But this is going to make this challenge very, very tricky at the moment. Okay, here they come, lapping me for the first time in this race. Nico Rosberg has a huge lead at the moment over Daniel Ricciardo, the 2 Red Bulls. Where is Lewis Hamilton in all this? Where is Lewis Hamilton? No, whoa, great. Oh, Gutierrez nearly did it again. Where on earth were you going, buddy? But where's Lewis Hamilton? Is he in the pits? Is Lewis Hamilton coming into the pits? I have not seen him yet. There's a couple of drivers in the pits. That's really going to affect me. Lewis Hamilton down in 16th position. That's really good news for myself at the moment. Great. So now it's just the guys who have come into the pits. This is really, really going to make this challenge even more difficult. We had it in the Australian Grand Prix where Pascal Wehrlein, it was actually, who came into the pits, who was actually quite far up the field. So he could possibly get some points here today. But yeah, unfortunately, whoever that is in the pit lane, Sergio Perez, you are making this challenge even more difficult for me, buddy. Right, here we go then. Nico Rosberg putting us 2 laps down, but we cannot keep going. We cannot get going until the person in 21st position has overtaken us. So there goes those guys. Grosjean in 7th. Pascal Wehrlein up into 8th, so he's doing really good at the moment in today's race. There goes Bottas. And now we've got to wait for all the guys who didn't come into pits. Lewis Hamilton, Nazar. Who else have we got? Magnussen in 17th. Then we've got Ericsson in 18th. Then we've got to rate... Oh, Sergio Perez, you're so far behind. Oh, this is going to make this challenge very, very difficult. Hopefully, we can just have a clean race and make the strategy work. But I'm not too sure at the moment. Nico Hülkenberg down in 20th. And then you've got Sergio Perez down in 21st. So not doing a good job for the 2 Force Indias here today. Come on, I'm going to get ready. I'm getting ready. Come on, Perez. Come on down. Let's get this challenge started, mate. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Right, here we go. 2 laps down challenge is underway here at the Italian Grand Prix. And now we need to catch up to Sergio Perez. And then have the huge difficulty of catching up to the rest of the field. And I've already fucked it up going in towards turn 1. So let's get through this. Oh, I hit one. Did I hit the other one? Yep, I think I hit that another one. Oh my god, stay straight. That's better. Okay, right. So I've lost even more time. That's absolutely brilliant, but let's just try and catch up to Sergio Perez. Oh my god, Manor, stay in a straight line. Oh, right, Sergio Perez, we are on his tail now. We're following the slipstream. No DRS for us at the moment. There would be DRS for Sergio Perez because he's currently on lap 3. But we do need to be careful going in towards the Ascari. He's going to brake very early. We're going to brake late, and there we go. Moving up a position there on the Force India driver. But we do have a huge gap to catch up now to the rest of the field. Right, here we go. Caught up to the back of Nico Hülkenberg and Felipe Massa, who are deciding to have a little battle of their own. That's really going to help me as to get past Massa and then tuck in the slipstream and get past Nico Hülkenberg on the right-hand side. Setting the pass lap of the race so far as well, 1:25. And there we go, past those two drivers. Right behind Ericsson, who's going very slowly through the first Lesmo corner, but there we go. It is Kevin Magnussen, which I should be able to get on the exit of Ascari. Where am I going to go? Left-hand side. Oh my god, Manor, you have no grip on the rears at all. But we did manage to get through, and I'm very happy about that. Now I'm right on the tail of Felipe Nasr. Go to the right-hand side through the Parabolica, and there we go, making easy work of the Sauber driver. A few drivers in the pits as well. So that is, not too sure who that is in the pits actually at the moment. But some drivers, I think, have actually made a pit stop and are still out ahead of us. That is just how much time we lost because of goddamn Sergio Perez. But we are right behind Kimi Räikkönen now. So we're going to put it down into lean mix because we want to save fuel as we get into this sort of mid-pack because they are going to be slow, especially through the likes of the chicanes and stuff like that. So we are going to get Kimi Räikkönen up the inside through there. So up the inside now, there we go. Let's make the corner though. Or just about. Come on guys, let's get through these corners. Stop being so slow. Slow out the exit. And there we go, up the inside of Sebastian Vettel. Up the inside of Sainz now. Yes, there we go. Let's get Bottas as well. Up the inside, right hand side, down in towards the second Lesmo. Oh, Bottas, why have you made contact with me, buddy? Why on earth did you make contact with me there? But we are going to get slipstream and DRS on Palmer. But because we are in lean mix, we're not going to get past them there. Strategy change from Jeff makes no sense. Why on earth would we come in one lap earlier? I do not know why you want me to do that, and I'm not going to do that, Jeff. Right, exit of Ascari. Should be able to get Gutierrez. Yes, we do. And now we are coming up to the likes of Button, Ricardo, Kvyat, and yeah, that's it. So up the inside of both of those guys, and up the inside now of Daniel Ricciardo. There we go. So in the space of one lap, we've gone from pretty much, I think it was like 15th, now up into 6th for the moment. So that's pretty good. We are still, though, 2 laps down, unfortunately. So, yeah, we need to work on that. But there are a few drivers in the pits right now. We've got past both of those two. And now up next is my teammate Pascal Wehrlein, who's going to be very, very slow. Are we going to have a little lunge up the inside? No, that would have been a bit dangerous to do that. So no point going for that one. But on the exit of turn 2 in towards the Curve de Grande, we're just going to tuck back in the slipstream. Nico Rosberg has made his pit stop and has come out ahead of us, which is a bit unfortunate at the moment, but still right behind both of these guys. Going to go up the inside in towards the chicane. And there we go, easy pickings on both of those two as we get sent up into the air, hitting that curb, but managing to keep the car still under control. Here we go, Roman Grosjean, who's currently leading the race at the moment, but he still has a pit stop left to go. We're going to go for a nice exit out of Ascari. And there we go, up into what would be the lead of the race. However, it is now only 1 lap down, which is still positive. It only means that we have to overtake the guys once more before we are on the lead lap. So that is what we're going to try and do. Put in some quali laps and catch up to the rest of the field. Fucking Manor, stay in a straight line. Right, okay, it's definitely time to come into the pits now. Look at the tyre wear. 79% on that rear left. Please don't burst. Please, just don't burst. Not now. Look, we're just coming into the pits. You can last a couple more. Well, just you can last this last corner. Come on, you can do it. Right. Now let's make sure that we pit for the line. Come on, 50. There we go. I don't really mind that I missed it by about 10 miles an hour as long as we don't get a penalty. That is not what we want at all in this race. But now I'm going to get overtaken by everybody that we just overtook, which is a little bit unfortunate. However, it's not too bad. Which just means we have to make a few overtakes, and we are still quite far down the field. So I think today's challenge is going to be a bit more tricky than we have seen before. But I do reckon it is going to be possible to get into the points. We're going to have a little look up the inside of Verstappen. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Hit to the curb. But we do manage to get past Max Verstappen now. Right, up next is Esteban Gutierrez and Danny Kvyat, who we will be looking to get past. We're going to keep on Lee Mix, actually, because we're getting through the pack. We're just looking to try and get past through this next chicane. Here we go then, up the inside of both of these guys. We're just going to take it a little bit cautious as Danny Kvyat decides to drive into me. Thank you, Kvyat. Thank you very much for that. No wonder you've been dropped down into a Toro Rosso. Right, hello Jenson Button. Hello, my old friend, as we go through the second Lesmo corner. Right, good exit out of that one. Much better compared to Jenson Button. That was a fiery exit out of that corner, even though we are on lean mix. But we used DRS, used it to our advantage. And we're going to try and catch up to it. Is that Pascal Wehrlein running in 4th? Yes, it is. Still doing a decent job in 4th place is my teammate. So, well done to you, Pascal Wehrlein. What tyres are you on, buddy? Have you come into a pits? I'm not too sure. We're going to switch over to the right-hand side. Get the inside line into the Parabolicum, forgetting to change up gear. That's probably not a good thing to do. But there we go. Moving past Pascal Wehrlein and up into what would be 4th position. Here we go then behind Daniel Ricciardo, currently running in 3rd place. Just going to dive it up the inside in towards the second chicane. And there we go, easy overtake on the Red Bull driver. Up next for us is Roman Grosjean in the Haas. Now I could try it in towards the first Lesmo, but there wouldn't really be much point. Go faster, Grosjean. Oh my god, Grosjean, what on earth was that? Right, up the inside into the second Lesmo. Give me space, which he does in the end. And there we go, up into 2nd place and now hunting down Nico Rosberg once again. Right, here we go then, right behind Nico Rosberg through the first Lesmo corner. Come on, good exit against Nico Rosberg, who's currently running the super soft tyres. No wonder he was so much quicker than everybody else as he came out of the pits. Oh my god, nearly losing it on the second Lesmo. But we do move up to 1 lap down finally. And now we're going to come under pressure from Nico Rosberg. That's just absolutely fantastic. Don't even try it, mate. You're not quicker than us. So just settle for the lead for the time being. Here we are then, lap 12, and we finally caught up to the back of Sergio Perez. Going to try it around the outside of the Curve de Grande. I think he's got a problem at the moment with his car. I think I remember Jeff telling me a couple of laps ago he's going to concede position. There we go, taking candy from a baby there, overtaking Sergio Perez, moving up into what would be P21, but unfortunately we are still at 1 lap down, so that's a bit annoying. And a little further up the road is Sergio Perez's teammate Nico Hülkenberg, who we overtake through Ascari. I think there was a little bit of contact, not really my fault. I think Hülkenberg actually did turn into me. I definitely left him enough room on the exit. So Nico Hülkenberg there actually turning into me. It's not really too surprising after my career mode. Hülkenberg definitely does not like me at all, so I'm not too surprised that he has actually made a bit of an aggressive move on me. But nevertheless, we move up another position, and now we've got to hunt down the rest of the field. Right then, up next here on lap 13 is Carlos Sainz, preparing himself to get overtaken by myself. Overtake Ericsson as well. Nice little double overtake in towards Ascari. A couple of drivers up next as well. I can see a couple of drivers, I think it's about 4, maybe 5 drivers that are looking to get overtaken within the next couple of corners. So hopefully I get those drivers very soon. Here we go then, on the exit of the Parabolica, up the inside of Kevin Magnussen. And we also get Felipe Nasr as well. Please don't come into the pits because I'm right there. Thank God he did not do that. But we're right behind Jolyon Palmer, who does have slipstream now on, I think that's on Williams of Massa. Yes, it is Massa, who are going to go up the inside of, down in towards turn 1. He's going to try and hold it side by side, but we have got position finally. And there we go, moving up another couple of places. Still got a bit of a way to go, though, until we are on the lead lap. Right then, Danny Kvyat, we're currently running in P13. He is the next driver on our radar to try and get past. Going to move over to the left-hand side, down in towards Ascari. And once again, it's just quite an easy move. You know, they're braking very, very early into this corner. It just allows me to go up the inside and take away that position. But now there is a bit of a gap to the next couple of drivers. But fortunately, those guys are running quite close together. So we should be able to get quite a few drivers very, very quickly, very, very soon. Right, here we go. Then we've caught up to the back of this pack, which has Esteban Gutierrez at the rear of it. We're going to get past him very, very easy on the exit of the second chicane, down towards the first Lesmo corner. And hopefully we can catch up to the next couple of cars within Ascari. And one of them is actually Lewis Hamilton, currently running in P11 outside the points as well. We're going to take away this. Oh, no, whoa, 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 whoa. Manor, stay in a straight line. The rear end on this car has just got zero grip whatsoever. I'm going to go around the outside now of Pascal Wehrlein. It's not exactly too tricky because he does brake very early into that corner. Now we're going to go up the inside of Jenson Button if we can do that. Yes, we can. And luckily we got it just before he could have possibly come into the pits. He didn't, but he could have done. So there was always that threat there, as once again drivers are making pit stops and coming out ahead of me. So Max Verstappen currently inside, just coming out the pits there, but we move up into what would be P5. So a couple more drivers left to catch up, and hopefully we can get those guys within the end of the lap, hopefully. Okay, then here we are on the back of Roman Grosjean, currently running in P4. We're going to go up the inside on the exit of the Parabolica. Now right behind Fernando Alonso. We're going to go to the outside this time, just in case he comes into the pits, which he doesn't actually do. But like I said, I don't want to risk it. We're going to get past him very easily as Roman Grosjean. Look at the speed that the Haas driver has, but he brakes very early. Coming into the pits, Felipe Nasr now at the race. We're going to go around the outside of Nico Rosberg. Hopefully we'll have a look at replay in a second of what's happened to Felipe Nasr. I think it's just a very simple engine failure. Right, let's have a look. What's happened to Felipe Nasr? Okay, so here we are watching a replay of Felipe Nasr, and pretty easy guess. It was going to be an engine failure there for the Sauber driver. Nothing really else to look into there. He just pulled over to the right hand side and got on with retiring from the race. So nothing really to speak of there. We're currently in P2. Not quite on the lead lap. We have got Nico Rosberg right behind us. So it's only a matter of time before the driver ahead of us comes into the pits. Here we are then on the back of Daniel Ricciardo, who's currently leading this Italian Grand Prix. Is going to be coming into the pits. No, he's not. Which means that we should get DRS on him. No, we don't. We don't get DRS on the Red Bull driver, but we are quicker anyway, using the slipstream over to the right-hand side. Here, brake early in towards the chicane anyway. And there we go, in towards turn 1, taking the lead of the race. But unfortunately, that only puts us onto the lead lap. Currently 75% on the rears right now, so we will be coming into pits at the end of this lap. Hopefully, they do last, because that is actually getting quite close to actually bursting, so we do need to be aware of that one. Okay, then here we are coming into the pits now for our second stop in this race, and hopefully it will be our last. I'm going to try and take this set of soft tyres all the way till the end of the race. Unfortunately, that does mean the likes of Daniel Ricciardo, Nico Rosberg, and those guys will get back past us, but it should only be a matter of time before I get back onto the lead lap as well. Into the box with the Manor team. What sort of pit stop is it going to be? It's a 2.8 second stop. Not the best one there from the Manor team, but it's still not too bad. 2.8 seconds is still not the worst. But coming out of the pits, are we going to be in this position, or are we going to get overtaken by anybody else? Pascal Wehrlein, unfortunately, coming into the pits right now, and I've fucked up the pit lane exit. So now I've got to use the escape road once again. And I've made this easier for myself last time around as I knocked over those. So going... Fuck's sake! I slowed down. I went through the escape road. Right, okay, I'm just going to use a flashback. I do not care. Why can I not move? Oh, for fuck's sake. You had to... That was the worst release ever. Why did it pit assist? Why the fuck did it pit assist? For fuck's sake. Anyway, right. Let's get on with the rest of this race. Going through the Curve de Grande right now. Getting blue flagged by whoever that is behind me. Can you just sod off, please? Here we are then on the back of Max Verstappen, currently running in third place, getting a better exit out of the Parabolica. Don't come into the pits, buddy. Ooh, thank you very much, Max Verstappen, for not deciding to come into the pit lane. But he's going to tuck back into the slipstream. Is he quicker than us? No, he's not. There's no point. He's not going to brake as late as us in towards turn 1. So there we go, getting the position on him. Now it's just Nico Rosberg and Daniel Ricciardo before we get onto the lead lap. But 7 laps left to go. And we've got to try and get into the points. It's going to be very difficult here today. Okay, then now on the back of Nico Rosberg, currently running in second place. He's going to brake very early into Ascari. We're just going to dive up the inside. Oh, why are you turning into me, Nico? Fucking hell, mate. Oh, God, and the Manor's all over the place as per usual. But I somehow managed to save that through Ascari. Do not know how. I was definitely steering the way I wasn't supposed to be going. I do not know how I kept that, but we have anyway. And now we've got to try and get past Daniel Ricciardo, who is currently in the lead of this race. And he's coming to the pits, so that's going to make things very easy for us. We move up into... Well, we move up onto the lead lap, which is good news for us. It means that we can now hunt down Sergio Perez, who is 18 seconds up the road. Here we go then, on the back of Sergio Perez, about to make our first legitimate overtake. We're going to do it around the outside of the Parabolica. There we go, easy pickings on Sergio Perez. We've moved up another position, and it looks like his teammate, no, it's Kevin Magnussen, who has just come into the pit lane, and there we go, moving up into P19 here today at the Italian Grand Prix. A bit of a way to go, though, until we catch up to the rest of the field. So let's just knuckle down and try and do that. Esteban Gutierrez is now out of the race. I think he's had the same problem that Felipe Nasr had earlier on. Let's just check and see what has happened there. Right, so here we go. On board with Esteban Gutierrez out of Ascari. And is that the same place that Felipe Nasr had his engine failure? Yes, it is. Esteban Gutierrez out of today's race. He's just going to pull over to the right-hand side, exactly where Felipe Nasr parked earlier on. And that is his race over. But back to our race. We are currently 6 seconds behind Julian Palmer, so we should get him at the Parabolica. Yellow flag out at the moment. So we won't be able to overtake him until we have passed the yellow flag area. But that is at the Parabolica, where we can dive it up the inside of Julian Palmer. And there we go, up into P17. Anybody else coming into pits? No, there's not. But we have got a Sal, but we have got a few more drivers just up the road as well. Right, here we go then. Can we dive up the inside of Marcus Ericsson? We're going to try it, and there we go. Up the inside of Marcus Ericsson. Up next for us is Nico Hulkenberg in the Force India after making a mistake very, very early on down through turn 1. He is currently now up into P15, so we're looking to try get him very, very soon as well. Through the first part, and then the second part of the chicane. Hopefully we can get him down in towards the first Lesmo. Don't even have to worry about that, as we're so much quicker out of the chicane. There we go, through the first Lesmo and up into P15. Up next for us is Carlos Sainz, currently running on the soft tyres as well. He is in P14 with another driver directly in front of him, so hopefully we can get past both of those very, very quickly. Here we go then, on the back of Carlos Sainz, a much better exit out of the Parabolica as per usual. And now pulling over to the right-hand side, we've got Sebastian Vettel also up next. We're going to tuck into the slipstream of the Ferrari driver down in towards turn 1. Move out of it now because we don't want him to break it early and actually completely wipe us out. But there we are, moving up into P13 here at the Italian Grand Prix. Up next is Danny Kvyat. Then we've got Pascal Wehrlein, and then there's another driver who is in the top 10. So point is definitely on the table here today. But can we get any higher than 9th? Right behind Danny Kvyat now through the second Lesmo corner. Much better exit compared to the Toro Rosso driver. And there we go, getting past him very, very easy. Using DRS as well after the overtake, which is really going to help us catch up to our teammate of Pascal Wehrlein, who is unfortunately just running outside the points. Yet to score a point this season, and I don't think that's going to happen here today. Here we go then, on the back of Pascal Wehrlein through the Parabolica round the outside like we did on Sergio Perez. Very, very close to my teammate there. Almost banging wheels, but not quite in the end. And there we go, moving up into P11. 2 laps left to go in today's 2 Laps Down Championship Challenge Italian Grand Prix. Felipe Massa, we should be able to get him very, very soon. But it's just a case of when we can catch up to the rest of the field running a bit further up the road. Here we are right behind the Williams driver now. We're not really going to be able to go for an overtake in towards the Curve de Grandra unless we get some good slipstream. But unfortunately that is not the case. But we need a very, very quick lap here. And a very quick lap 27 as well to put us right to the back of those guys. We go to the left hand side in towards the second chicane. And there we go, getting past Felipe Massa. Right then, quali lap. We need a fast lap here right now to try and catch up to Jenson Button and the rest of the guys ahead of him. And we don't need mistakes like that. But those guys are very close together. So if we can catch up to Jenson Button, then we are most likely going to get up into probably about P5 or something like that. Right then, I can see those guys just up the road. A couple of corners of this race left to go. Can we get up into P5? It's not going to be a race win. That goes to Nico Rosberg here today. But can we get a good amount of points out of today's challenge down in towards Ascari? Can we get Jenson Button? Going to have to do it up the inside through the exit of Ascari. There we go. Come on. And now up next is Valtteri Bottas, and then we have a couple of drivers just a little bit up the road. They're going side by side, so they're going to compromise themselves through the Parabolica. We're going to dive up the inside of Valtteri Bottas, not even worry about him. It's Lewis Hamilton. We need to get past Lewis. We need to get past Lewis Hamilton. Can we do it on the exit of the Parabolica? Down towards the line. Lewis has decided to come into the pits. He's squeezing us. Have we got it? Have we got it against Lewis Hamilton? Come on. Come on. Yes, we have. We beat Lewis Hamilton just towards the line. Oh my god, what an ending to the race. We definitely should have got much, much more out of that race. We should have got a much better result today. But Nico Rosberg is today's race winner. Daniel Ricciardo finishes in second with Kimi Räikkönen in third. But oh My God, we beat Lewis Hamilton by, how much was that? To less than that. 18 thousandths of a second, I'm pretty sure that was. We beat Lewis Hamilton by 18 thousandths of a second. What a way to win the race there right at the end. It was just so unfortunate that Sergio Perez had that collision with some of the other guys, and that put us even further back down the field. We possibly could have had a crack at winning today's race, but I think we didn't. I don't think we lost 36 seconds on that lap, so maybe not, but at the end of the day, we still got 6th place. We still beat Lewis Hamilton, and that is a pretty decent result, seeing as how far we were down the field. But going through the final race standings, Nico Rosberg wins today's race with Daniel Ricciardo in 2nd. There's Kimi Räikkönen in 3rd, Max Verstappen in 4th, with Romain Grosjean in 5th. Myself in 6th place with Lewis Hamilton 7th, Fernando Alonso 8th, Valtteri Bottas 9th, and Jenson Button getting the final championship point, overtaking. No, he didn't overtake Felipe Massa. Sorry, there was a huge gap between those two guys. Looking further down the field, Sebastian Vettel, not a good race for him, making 4 pit stops and finishing down in 14th. Nico Hülkenberg had the problems, and so did his teammate Sergio Perez, who actually got up into 19th, so he wasn't right down the back of the field. He overtook Kevin Magnussen, but then we have Esteban Gutierrez and Felipe Nasr, who both had those engine problems. But that is it for today's episode of the 2 Laps Down Championship Challenge. If you have enjoyed the episode, don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe to this channel if you are new. We've got the this 2 Laps Down Championship Challenge on here. We've also got career mode, and we've also got a load of other Formula 1 related content on this channel as well. Don't forget to share this video with your friends if you have enjoyed this, and I will see you next time with another episode of the 2 Laps Down Championship Challenge. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. What track would you like us to go to in the next episode? So I will see you there, whichever track you decide to choose, and I will leave you with the driver's standings. But until then, it is goodbye from me.